Hey guys, today I just want to go over a few common questions that we get. One is like, is 2021 too late to get started with your marketing, or is it too late? Is it too early? What's the timing? What time of day should I post? What should I post? What do you recommend? So, in this video, I want to talk about, those questions and a lot of those questions that you may have and that I had as well. The same problem. What made me start later as well is that, me basically contemplating what to post, and my answer to that is the same thing most people do say, is that, the most of the successful marketers say is that you just got to get started. And if you see their videos, you see, their content, and if you look back at their earliest content, like, you'll see that it all started just from a cell phone, and it just started from a low quality video, and they got better with time. Everything takes experience. I'm sure when you started your business, you weren't the best at it, and when you first started, but what happens is that after time and experience, you got better, you got more comfortable. Because the way we are is, we're people that actually, creatures of habit, so to speak, right? So as we do more, we learn more, and this thing called experience starts to show. And you have good things happen, bad things happen, you make mistakes, and that's the most important part about doing, whether you're doing a live video, or whether you're doing a recorded video. It doesn't matter, right? Like, for example, in this live, I'm doing a live video, and then I'll take this live video, I'll download it later, and then upload it to the other channels. And then I'll put a nice small advertising budget on each of those channels, or especially Facebook, because a lot of our customers are on Facebook as well. And I'll just literally promote it, right? It's very simple, it's very easy to do. And because it's live, it's got that more authentic feel. And I make mistakes all the time, just as other YouTubers do, other marketers do, right? And at the end of the day, as long as you create good content, convey your idea, convey that what your knowledge is all about, then people are going to see you, on social media. And if they see you on social media, guess what? Chances are they're going to remember you, because here's how it goes. If you have something that's out of sight, it's out of mind. We've heard of that saying over and over again, I'm sure, over the years, decades, whatever, from when you're a child. If something is out of sight, it's out of mind. It's the same thing with social media. It's the same thing with posting, with marketing, with everything. Everything is about conveying a message. So what's the best time to post? The best time is right now, okay? Like, if you feel spontaneous and you feel that message coming out, and you feel like, you know what, I want to just get this message out. If you sit on that message, I guarantee 100 other things are going to pop up, and you're going to forget, and you're going to end up probably doing something else. And that's how things are, right, these days. Even for video, if you don't make the first 15 seconds or 5 seconds capturing, the audience's attention, what happens? The person is going to switch. It's the same thing as if you're surfing on TV, right? The exact same thing. Like, you're going from channel to channel. If you don't see something that catches your attention in like 5 minutes, or sorry, not 5 minutes, maybe 5 seconds, you're probably going to be like, okay, that's it, I'm going to go to another channel, right? So just like when you go with TV, growing up, in the 70s, I'm looking at channels that, we only had 3 or 4 channels, right? And it's very few. And then on top of it, as years pass, there's more and more channels. So the attention span also decreased as we got more channels, more opportunities, more media. Then came social media, and now we've got social media where there's so much content out there, like unbelievable amounts of content is being uploaded. But you'd be surprised, there are still a vast majority of people that would rather watch the content than would create it, right? So if you just start now, turn your phone around, put the selfie camera on, and start talking, I guarantee you probably won't like the sound of your voice. You probably won't like the way you look, but that's okay. You know what? You're your worst critic. There are going to be people out there that like your message. And you know what? Be authentic, show your message, show what you're all about, and that's what's going to sell, because you want to sell with honesty. You want to say, you know what? Like, for example, us, we've got our software. It's very practical, it's low priced, it does everything that a small business owner needs in the most basic way to have a foundation for their marketing. So I have no internal conflict with me conveying that idea. And because of that, if you can find something like that in your service, in your product, right? And it might be a spatula that you're selling online, but you believe that this spatula is the best spatula or one of the best for the price because you've had issues with that spatula, with other spatulas that didn't do well while someone's cooking. And this is just a minor example that I'm giving, but it's very relevant because it's not really the product that people are buying. It's the knowledge of the people behind it. That's one thing, but it's more of the result that they're going to get from the product, right? Or service. So you want to kind of push the ideas of like your customer testimonials of maybe that one person that really liked your product. Maybe there's not even one person yet, and it's just you that like it. Well, convey the reasons why that product is important for them to buy, or and out of 100 people, maybe only 10 of them buy it. That's how it goes. If you expect that you're getting your message to 100 and everyone buys it, that's probably not going to happen, right? So it's all about reaching an audience, and it's also about conveying your knowledge behind that product or service to that audience on a regular basis, so that they're able to listen to that educational content around that topic. And then it's not everyone, again, not everyone's going to buy it, but you're giving your best knowledge out there, you're educating them, you're helping them, and maybe a small percentage of them will buy it. But you know what? The people that do buy it are going to be the right people. And it's not forced, it's not pushed on them. And you can take this and put it into, an ad campaign and start targeting the right audience that you think is a match to that product or service. And that's why it's very important that, let's talk about what came first, the chicken or the egg. It's the same idea, right? Like with content. It's like, do you first create the product, or do you first create, the audience? Well, as you have your product and it's at a very basic level, or you just have a product, you just have a service, and you're really not sure about the audience, like, don't worry. Just get out there, start creating content, create the awareness, and start feeling what people are saying and start listening to them and ask people, right? Don't be shy. Use social media to basically get your message out. Why? Because it's equivalent to you walking up to them, okay, and talking to them about your message. But imagine doing that for 100 people, one by one, versus you taking the same time and hitting 100 people, right? Or 1,000. And it'll grow with time, okay? Anyways, I wish you guys the best. If you need any help, you can always reach out to us. But I highly, highly recommend you guys to get started today. Okay? All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.